Oh, what is up? Welcome to Bringing the Backups. I'm your host, Erick Hellwig, and look at this. I'm recording the show live. This is going to be a technical disaster. Can you hear the music playing? Can you see me in the video? Whatever. I guess this is how it's going to be now. Let's get this show started. We're talking about Matt Flynn today. All right, $1 Million Man. This dude made $19 million in his career throwing 17 touchdowns, which is a pretty good ratio per touchdown per million. I love it. I said per one too many times. That's not the point. Beginning of the show, I got to tell you what my upcoming shows are, so let's cross them off. The first one is Temecula. I'm in Temecula, California. This is on Saturday, June 25th. There's a 7 o'clock and a 9 o'clock show at the Merck Theater. You can get tickets by going to erickhellwig.com. I am headlining the show. It's going to be awesome. Please come by. If you have friends in the San Diego, Orange County, wherever the fuck Temecula is area, invite them out. And what else? I've got Barely Making It. That's right. That's going to be on June 30th. You know what's fucked up is usually I do multiple takes of this intro. But now that I'm doing it live with a video, I'm just doing it in one shot. I should say that too. Go on YouTube right now. If you're listening to this on your usual Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, whatever, it's on YouTube right now, youtube.com/Erick Hellwig. You can see me, my fucking face saying these words. One take for this show. That's my rule. Anyway, see me in Temecula on the 25th of June. You check me out at Barely Making It LA at the Federal NoHo in North Hollywood. That's going to be on June 30th, a 9 p.m. show. And then everything else, just go to my social, erickhellwig.com. Follow me there. Shows get added on all the time. If you want to see me locally, that's the best way to do it. All right, Matt Flynn, YouTube video, first time ever doing it. Let's get started right now. Here comes the show.
Grab your gear and lace it up. Helmets on and cup your nuts. It's that time, you know what's up. Here we go, bring in the backup. Don't think twice, bring in the backups.
Welcome to Bring in the Backups. Am I recording? I think I'm recording. I need a tech guy to be doing all this live shit. Guys, this is very exciting. This is my first ever version of the show. I'm doing it all in one take, and I'm recording the video for YouTube right now, youtube.com/Erick Hellwig. Let's get those subscribers up to 1,000. That's plateau number 1. 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, then before you're looking at it, it's 10,000. All of a sudden, someone just dropped a YouTube special. But look, here's the thing: 1 subscriber at a time. If you're listening to this right now, you're a precious little snowflake in my eyes. Okay, you mean a lot to me. You're unique, listener. So follow me on YouTube. Let's do this show. Let's do a fucking show. People want this. They want the video. Brad Stoll's going to jerk off because he's been on me for like a year and a half to start recording video. But I need to hire someone to do this. For me to be running all this is crazy. But whatever. I feel like the tech is up enough to, get this started. I do have a fun show. No guest today because if I had to do the tech for another person here and set up a second camera angle, I would have to cut my own penis off and eat it. I would lose my mind. But it's just going to be me on this show talking about one of the most famous backups of all time. I'm talking about Matt Flynn. This dude hit the backup jackpot, okay? He made $19 million. He has 0 CTE. This guy is living the high life. Retired after 8 seasons, made his money. And for all the shit that he gets, you guys know what you say about Matt Flynn. You're like, well, one good game. Shut the fuck up, all right? He had a good career, all right? 17 touchdowns in the NFL. How many do you got? You fuck. No, he did pretty good. Some people are like, okay, I was subscribed to the video and now I'm immediately unsubscribing. This is the dumbest concept ever. No, Matt Flynn was great. We're going to talk about him later in the show. He's going to get his due today. Hopefully you can see my face in this video. I don't know. So I don't want to, here's the thing. I don't want to make this all about the fact that I'm recording video because there's still audio podcast listeners. Okay, you guys, I don't want to leave you in the lurch. You've been listening to podcasts like fucking pilgrims for the last 2 years, listening to me just with the audio, having to picture in your mind how much fatter I've been getting over the pandemic. But now you can see it for yourself. None of the shirts fit. To be honest, I am losing weight right now. I feel good about that. I've been working hard. But we don't got to talk about, me getting healthy, taking some pressure off the feet, trying to make the plantar fasciitis not hurt as much. Let's talk about some real stuff. I got a shitty dentist. I went to the dentist, and he took off too much of my tooth, and now there's food stuck in it I had 2 cavities. And I was like, okay, to fix the cavities, he made all my teeth hurt. Now all my teeth hurt. I can see why people say if you have a bad dentist, it'll ruin your life. Because now, I can't eat anything cold or hot or anything that requires chewing with my back teeth. I'm on, cream of rice applesauce diet. I'm eating like an infant. It sucks. I mean, I'm sure it'll stop hurting in a little bit, but bad dentist. If you get a bad dentist, it takes a lot of balls. If you're in the chair and the dentist fucks up, he hit my tongue with the teeth grinder thing. And I went, oh, and he goes, oh, I got your tongue. I was like, yeah, I know. There's only one drill-like object in my mouth right now. He drew blood. I got a bad dentist. Has anybody here, write into the show, write in, ErickHellwigComedy@gmail.com, or you can call in the phone number 323-716-6072. If you've ever had a dentist drill into your tongue, this guy sucks, man. I got to get a new dentist. Maybe one of you is a dentist. You got any dentists in the legions of Bringing the Backups fans? I mean, I'll need to see more than just the fact that you subscribe to the podcast. I'm sorry. You're going to have to show me some credentials. Do you have a website? Do you have some Yelp reviews? Sorry. Look, if you are a dentist, you're going to have to fucking show me that you don't suck as well, all right? I'm not going to get another shitty dentist appointment under my belt just to try to make one of you feel good, all right? So, come correct if you're going to do that. Dentist. Done. Now the video, you can see me check off the things one by one. Is some of the magic gone? Do you feel like you're losing stuff? All right, I should talk about this. I did some festivals. I've been doing a lot of festivals. I feel like last podcast was the live one at Vail. I've done 2 festivals since then. One, not so good. I'm going to do the Hollywood thing and not talk about it because I don't want to name names and burn bridges. You can always tell how far somebody is in their career by how hard they shit on people that they're clearly going to have to interact with. You listen to old O&A clips with comics and they're like, Joel Schumacher's the worst director ever. I'll never work with him. And you're just like, oh, this is the guy living in New York doing open mics, not realizing that he's shooting himself in the foot. So I'm not going to shit on the festival that I didn't like. I'm going to say the one I did like, which was the Comedy Chateau Festival. I love the Comedy Chateau in North Hollywood. First off, I could throw a baseball and hit it from my house. That's nice. I could be jerking off in my bed and then on stage at the Comedy Chateau in 15 minutes and have had time to wash my hands. That's how close it is. Love that stage. Love the main room at the Comedy Chateau. It might be one of my favorite places in LA to get up right now. So yeah, they had a comedy festival. I got Best of the Fest. Yeah, hell yeah. In case you're keeping count, motherfucker, that's the Aloha Comedy Festival. That's the U.S. Comedy Competition. And now this one, 3 fests this year, you fucks. Someone take me on the road with them. No, so I got that, which was great. I love that festival. If you want to know the festival that I didn't like, you just go on my website and look at the other one. But yeah, I didn't like the second one. Had to do some travel for it. It blew. But whatever. That's life. You're batting 500. That's fine. The things come from the festival, so I'm not going to hate on it. But all the travel, man, it's making me like, oh, geez, should I we got to live in LA, I guess, for career stuff with the wife. She's doing well, but man, it just makes you like, when you live in LA and you got to travel a lot, like I'll never take another vacation anywhere other than the East Coast to see my family. Like, other than that, I'm going to be on the road too much. So it's like, I got to find ways to, like, if I want to go see Myanmar, I got to book a stand-up show there and justify it that way. That's the only way to go to Myanmar. Doesn't Myanmar have like a genocide going on right now? Maybe I want to go there. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Travel's been kind of getting to me. I've got a couple weeks here where I'm going to be staying put, but then August it's fucking kicking it back up again, baby. Be back on the road in August, September, and October, doing shows, seeing families, kissing babies, running for office. You know what it is. Too much travel, I'll say. Check off that. I do want to thank 3 people, Felix, Irina, and Ken, the guys that put together the Comedy Chateau Festival. That was great. People that were there know that it was a lot of fun. None of those people are listening right now. So to you guys, if you are in, LA at any point, if you're not already living here, go support the North Hollywood Comedy Chateau. It's a great spot. They put on some good stuff. I will say this. I'm planning travel right now, and I'm very excited to see some fucking NFL college football games. I just cannot wait for football to get back. Look, Gay Pride has been a fun month, but getting back to football will be great. I love Pride, but it's not holding me over like football season is. Let's get back to football. Let's get some football games going here as soon as possible, please. I cannot wait, and I've booked my first one. I'm telling you this. I'm going to be in North Carolina for the North Carolina Comedy Festival. It's week 2 of the college football season. Now, I would have said Wake Forest. I would have said Duke. I would have said Coastal Carolina, even ECU maybe. But there is a game that's going to be closer to me, and that's Charlotte. That's Maryland at Charlotte. Week 2, I'm going to be there in Charlotte. Why the fuck Maryland is scheduling Charlotte and taking them on the road? I mean, look, I will say this. I wish more big schools, more Power 5 schools went on the road to Group of 5. That'd be great. So I want to support that. I'm going to go. Charlotte, they're going to join the AAC in a couple, they're moving there. They're moving on up. I'm down. They're going to be extending. They're going to be growing their football field to make it bigger. It's going to be cool. Charlotte, I'm going to be there. That's on September 10th. I will not miss it. That's going to be my first college football game of the year, unless I go to the one the week before. Maybe I go to a West Coast one I hear catch UCLA. Haven't been there yet. I gotta make football games happen this year. I always say I'm going to go. I go to like 1 or 2 every year, but like, why not more? Especially when I'm on the road. Go to a game, come back after. I got to do it. So that's going to be fun. And I guess now I got to be a Terps fan because I went to a Terps game last year. They took on the Mountaineers of West Virginia. Man, West Virginia is a place where you don't want to go there unless you live there, right? I mean, wasn't that like the one place in the Civil War that like nobody could, like, they could have just become their own state. Nobody wants to go up into those mountains. You can't fight the Mountaineers. Like, they got the high ground. I've never been to, Morgantown? But my brother's been to games, and he tells me it's like you just come into the town, and you're like, whoa. Yeah, they would. Your life is at risk if West Virginia loses in that game. I mean, West Virginia, it's their own breed. I remember one time I was in the hills of West Virginia going to some, like, outdoor thing, like some leadership nerd thing when I was in college. I was a little nerdy in college. Not the big tough guy that I am now. And our bus broke down, and there was a dude on his porch with a gun. Just in a rocking chair, which sounds like, like hacky West Virginia joke. No, dude, I fucking saw it with my own eyes. It was insane. It was right there. Like, just fucking making homemade wine and, running tripwire, everything in the Bo Cephas song. They're just fucking ready for the singularity. Like, they don't even have TV. They're going to be cool with it. The only thing the only thing they have to get used to not having anymore is like AM radio. I gotta catch a game in West Virginia, man. That would be fun. That's a worthwhile trip. I got family in Maryland. It's not that far. Like I said, my brother went to school in West Virginia, so he's got some ties there. I think we got to make it happen this year. I think this is the year. I think if I'm home anytime on the East Coast from September to December, I'm going to a football game on the weekend. I think that's what it is. I'm just making the drives. I'm doing it. I'm making the commitment. I'm doing this for me. I'm living my best life. Okay? I'm doing me. This is my truth. All right, that's enough of that. Look, we're going to get into Matt Flynn right now. Before we do that, though, how about this? How about a little PSA from my wife? Enjoy this right now.
Sorry to interrupt the show. This is Liz Galalis, Erick's wife, stepping in quickly to ask that if you're listening on Apple, please review this show 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. If you're on Spotify, please subscribe there. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment. Thanks so much for supporting my husband's podcast. And remember, if anyone calls me a cunt in the comments, I'm fucking donezo. You'll be smelling rubber from the peel out, you feel? I'm not playing. Leave a cuntless review for this show or I'm a memory. Truth. Galala's out.
Do you guys get the cunt reference? It was very early on in the show for the listeners that have been here for the whole time. My wife's only condition on coming onto this show is not getting called a cunt by any of you. That's like, and I'll say this too. Don't do it. I feel like the more we say don't do it, it's going to happen.
Kill Whitey!
All right, let's get into Matt Flynn. That's going to be the call for every white backup quarterback I do. We'll just start off the review of his career.
Kill Whitey!
Matt Flynn. All right, I'm not going to talk about his high school career. We don't do the high school here, but listen to this lineup. He was on the Packers, Seahawks, Raiders, Bills, Packers again, Patriots, Jets, then the Saints. That's a backup career, baby. Now, most of those years are coming in Green Bay. He had 2 stints. There's a lot of other practice squad kind of BS in between there. But this guy's a winner. Super Bowl champion. 2011 season. All right, he was a national championship at LSU once when he was redshirted in 2003. But then as the starting quarterback, he was a 5th-year starting quarterback for the first time. He played behind Jamarcus Russell. Old Purple Drank. Is that what it was? I don't remember. Is it codeine? Am I getting that right? Whatever Jamarcus Russell did. Actually, my boy Flemlo, who was on the podcast a few episodes ago, he just did a Jamarcus Russell YouTube video. That's Flemlo Raps. Well, actually, we're gonna hear from him later in the show, I believe. As I'm spoiling bits that are coming in the future. He just did a Jamarcus Russell vid that I got to check out. Maybe I'll link to that in the YouTube video. I should do stuff like that. That would be like the responsible thing to do, so maybe I will. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Matt Flynn played behind Jamarcus Russell. And Jamarcus Russell in college was like, LSU didn't do anything that spectacular while he was around. But it was still like the talent was insane with the big arm. And Flynn has, comparatively speaking for an NFL quarterback, like no talent. So that 2007 BCS national championship season, this is like the glory of a backup quarterback. This dude was a backup still in college. Got his shot, and he did what you got to do. All right? Listen to these numbers. In the national championship game, he completes 19 of 27 passes for 4 touchdowns. Offensive MVP of the game. Matt Flynn, Seattle Seahawks, in their mind, they were like, we're going to waste $20 million on this guy in 5 years. That's what they were thinking. Seahawks were ahead of the game. Pete Carroll knows what he's doing. Pete Carroll, who's like 98 and looks like me. He looks better than me. What's up with that guy? What fountain of youth was Pete Carroll dipped in? This guy's like doing like upside down sit-ups and training for Top Gun. Like fucking old man River in better shape than me. I don't like it. Anyway, whatever. Matt Flynn, LSU, 2007 national championship. Yeah, I mean, his numbers are like, they're not even that great. He had 2,400 passing yards, 21 touchdowns, 11 picks on the season. Then rushed for another 205 yards. He's just like a game manager at LSU, but they've got the talent, obviously. He takes a team further than Jamarcus could. Gets drafted 7th round, right off the bat. Dude made $19 million in the NFL. He's a 7th round draft pick. Are you kidding me? He goes right up there with Farrat as one of the most successful. I'm sure Farrat made more money overall, but like Flynn. Okay, I'm immediately disproving my point. Farrat was a more successful quarterback, but still, Flynn. I don't think it's fair that he just gets lumped in with the shitty contract. Like, that's not his fault. What's he supposed to do? Not take the money? Dude crushed the Lions. He got paid. Don't hate. All right. Gets drafted by the Packers. He's they put him on one of those sweet 4-year rookie contracts where you make $13 per game, per concussion. And he ends up beating out Brian Baum for the backup for Aaron Rodgers. And by the way, the Packers, we've talked on this podcast, have many backup quarterbacks of note. Yeah, so I guess the whole point, like, at that point in 2008 was, like, it was surprising that Flynn was able to do that because I guess Brian Baum was considered to be, like, the better athlete. He was, like, the actual insurance policy if Aaron Rodgers didn't work out or got injured or whatever, but like Flynn outperformed him in camp as a rookie, which is huge. Gets into a couple games, first 2 seasons. His 3rd season, that's the 2010, that's the Super Bowl season where he comes in, beats the Patriots in his first start when Aaron Rodgers couldn't play. He lost to they lost. Whatever, I'm just reading the fucking YouTube page. The point is whatever, he was fine. He was a good backup. All right. And then we all know what happens in January 1st, 2012. All right. We all know. Meaningless game. Packers are 14-1 against the Lions, who are, 0-, who cares? And Flynn, our boy, throws for 480 yards and 6 touchdowns in a 45-41 victory. Those are both single-game Packers records. You hear that? Favre, Rodgers, take a seat. How fucking awesome that Matt Flynn has that record. And so everybody just like, he's so great. He won a meaningless game. We didn't learn our lesson from Rob Johnson in 1999. Seahawks come in, swoop in with the big deal. Look at this. 3 years with the Seahawks, worth $20.5 million with $9 million guaranteed for 1 game. A meaningless game. Dude, Matt Flynn is like, this is like maximizing your value 101. This dude should run a seminar. It's incredible. Immediately gets beat out by Russell Wilson. Of like, boom, 3rd round pick, beats him out. Flynn's out of there. Seahawks trade him after this. He threw like 9 passes. Russell Wilson's incredible from the jump. Old man Pete Carroll is like doing his like fucking Seattle rain dance yoga, staying young. They get rid of Flynn. They trade him. And they trade him to the Raiders, where he's supposed to start again. Does not happen. Gets beat out by Terrell Pryor. And Terrell Pryor has got to be a quarterback on this show at some point, because I remember that dude being like, oh, this guy's going to be amazing, because he had this he had like a 90-yard touchdown run I remember watching one time. The dude was like so explosive, had a good enough arm to play quarterback. I'm not smart enough to know why it didn't work out for Terrell Pryor, but I remember him beating out. I remember that quarterback battle. And I remember Flynn sucking and getting cut during the season. He goes, and he went, I did not know that he went to Buffalo for a little bit, but he did, whatever, practice squad stuff. But then goes back to the Packers. That's what I'm talking about. You got Aaron Rodgers out. Seneca Wallace was out late in the season. Scott Tolzien making some plays. And they're like, we got to get somebody in to back up Tolzien. We can't put all our money on Tolzien for the 2013 season. And Flynn comes in and plays pretty good again in 2013. He went 2-2 as a starter that year, and he's got this is actually the real best game. It's not the shitty Lions game that means nothing. It's the game in 2013 against the Cowboys. Look at this. The Packers were down 26-3 at halftime, and Flinny brings them back. New nickname, Flinny. Write it down. Dude, this dude, he's pretty good. He's like all right. 4 games, finished the season with 66 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interceptions. Okay. So anyway, he plays well in 2013. The Packers end up making the playoffs. 2014, he barely plays, and his career's over. He does the Patriots for a little bit. The Jets, practice squad, Saints, doesn't play. That's it. And his wife's hot. That's the other thing. That is important to say. Lacey Minshew, and she took his last name. That's the first thing when you check these Instagrams for the player wives. You see a lot of Christ stuff on there. They took the last name. These ladies know their Bible stories. Lacey Minshew Flynn. Hot. Man, I'm telling you, literally every NFL player, you could be just the worst absolute practice squad dredge. The second you get called up, it's like something in the universe is just like hot wife. Everyone. Everyone. Good for them though, man. Like that's what you got to do. And they seem like they got a nice little family. Now I feel like a creep. I did what I did. I went on her. I typed in her name to see who she was. She's married to Matt Flynn. They got kids. It wasn't like when I looked up Andrew Walter a couple episodes ago, and it's him in a YouTube video like calling his ex-wife a whore, and you're like, "Woof, this is dark." It seems like Matt Flynn is happy. And I saw like he's still getting interviewed by the Packers. Like as of 10 days ago, the Packers are putting up like a blast from the past. Matt Flynn, talking to Matt Flynn for 20 minutes. He seems to have some good perspective on his career. Dude was a 7th round pick. Dude didn't even start in college until his 5th year at LSU. So he felt very grateful for everything he got. And I'm happy that he fleeced the Seahawks. All right. I'm done with the Seahawks. I don't like that they've got the stadium that makes their crowd louder than it already is. It's just like, it's kind of a dumb place. Wasn't that where like Chaz Chop was? The autonomous zone. I'm not going to get political. The point is, do not care that he got $20 million out of the Seahawks for absolutely nothing. Good for him. Good for these guys. You can have 2 thoughts in your head at the same time. You can root for your favorite team, but also secretly root for the guys who are like, not going to remember their kids. Like these guys are putting it on the line. You should want them to take every dollar they can. When they can move on it, they got to move on it. I mean, these guys have a window of like 7 years to make all the money they're ever going to make, and then they're going to just like do what? Get really good at cooking? Like, what do these guys do from age 30 to like 52, which is like the average lifespan of an... I'm just kidding. What are they supposed to do? Now they like start podcasts, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that they have podcasts. And they just go like... See, now like that whole thing of like, well, who's this guy telling us about? Who's this guy telling us about sports? This journalist didn't even play the game. Now you have like every single player has a podcast analyzing every game. So you don't ever have to listen to the opinion of somebody who didn't play. I guess that's good. I don't know. Athletes should have a voice, but we should remember that like we all knew athletes in college and they were, high school and, they were generally speaking dumb, but that's fine. They don't get a voice because they're dumb? A lot of dumb people get a voice. This is America. Did you guys see Top Gun? Holy shit, was Top Gun good. Oh my God. That's the first movie I've seen with an American flag in it that isn't burning in the last 5 years. I mean, what a fucking patriotic, homage to America that movie is. Dude, Tom Cruise, I mean, we got to enjoy him before the full story comes out, right? Any one of these days, one of the women that he has locked in his dungeon is going to escape and is going to talk to, Savannah Guthrie on the Today Show, and we don't get to have Tom Cruise movies anymore. So as long as we do, every time a movie comes out, he is the last great movie star. That's what everybody's saying about him now. He's the last movie star. And that's true because all the other movie stars also killed women and got away with it. And he's doing that too. So, he really is the last movie star. And that he is somehow evading capture for his terrible crimes with the Church of Scientology. What's our time? We're at half an hour. I'm going to go short on this one. Dude, Top Gun rocked. I'm going to go see it again. I want to go see it in IMAX. I want to see the jets going. I don't care how corny the movie is. I like fucking Rooster's son. No, Goose's son, Rooster, is in the movie. It looks just like Anthony Edwards. But then they go too far. Then he's at the piano playing the exact same song his dad did 35 years ago. It's like, what, this 30-year-old guy wouldn't be playing a more contemporary song? He's still going to play Great Balls of Fire. He's still doing that? Is his only goal in life to be identical to his father? Or are we hitting the nail a little too hard on the head? It is. This movie is on the nose. And you know what I liked? Is there was a whole thing about they took off. There was a Taiwan patch on Tom Cruise's jacket that they took off because they were like, oh, China doesn't like Taiwan. And they put it back on. That means we gotta support movies that piss off China, all right? I love it. Great movie. It was so good. Everybody likes it. Everybody, it's literally 98, 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, critics and the audience. How often is that? Critics have to hate it if we like it. That's their whole job. Okay, I know that my listeners, I have the type of fan base that thought Jack and Jill was very funny. And the critics didn't like that you liked it. They let Adam Sandler know. So the fact that even the critics have to be like, I got a boner during the movie, and then I attached an American flag to it and flew it. Yeah, that's what we all did. It was great. Jennifer Connelly. Looking good. Everybody's getting shitty that they didn't invite the lady from the first one back. But it's it's okay. She aged. No one's hating on her for aging, but it's Hollywood. You got to look good. Men got to look good, too. If Tom Cruise actually looked like a 60-year-old man, if he looked like my dad, Tom Cruise wouldn't be in the movie either. It'd be Top Gun starring, fucking... Who? I don't know. Jeremy Renner. He's like the guy that takes franchises from people, right? Didn't he do that? What did he do that? Because he made the Bourne movie. That's right. I knew that made sense. I had to think about it. I had to track that one a little bit. No, you got to look good in Hollywood. You see Tom Cruise on the beach? That's not a 59-year-old body. That's a body that's only kept looking that good through the pain and suffering of the women he's murdered in the pursuit of Thetan release. The Church of Scientology. Man, I mean, look, I live in LA. That Scientology crap is all over the place. And it's like, I don't know. There's one place that they're supposed to have really good brunch. And I'm like, do I go in there? Do I want to see how crazy it is? It can't be that crazy. Then you watch the documentaries and they all have the dun 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 music, oh, here comes the bad stuff. I'm not saying it's wrong. I mean, the truth is every single religion you could make that documentary. What religion doesn't have people getting abused at some part? But Scientology seems like, I don't know. The truth is I watched Top Gun and I was like, maybe Scientology works. I mean, these movies are great. He hasn't made a stinker in a decade. They're all good. Even the bad ones, like The Mummy. That's like the shitty one. That's the shitty Tom Cruise movie. And you're still like, good. What's the worst Mission Impossible? Probably Ghost Protocol. Still pretty good. Nothing's bad. Is that the one where he like runs on the side of the tallest building in the world? That's pretty fucking cool. And he does all of it. He does all of it. And all it cost is the souls of a couple young idiot actors that got drug into Scientology that have to like, I don't know, like clean his shoes with their tongues. I don't know. Whatever. Top Gun was awesome. All right. Anyway, I think that's the end of. Well, let's wrap up Matt Flynn. Okay. Here's the verdict on him. He got fucked in the public eye. All right. Financially, he made out like a bandit. But to you, the people out there, the next time someone's like, "Oh, Matt Flynn, oh, shitty quarterback," fuck you, dude. 17 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. A quarterback rating of 85.9, which is over. That's above average. 3 and 4 as a starter. And he had 4 comebacks and 3 game-winning drives in those wins, which means all 3 of his wins were comebacks. And he had comebacks coming in during the game. The dude was clutch. Couldn't beat out Russell Wilson. Got a couple injuries in Oakland. And you're going to say he sucks? Fuck you. Matt Flynn. I'll build my... He's only 37. Bring him back now. Who's backing up Aaron Rodgers now? What, he can't beat out fucking the dude from UCLA that sucks? Jordan Love? Nice move, Packers. Everybody's like, hey, it's so cool. They run themselves like a college. Yeah, drunk on keg stands, picking first-round backup quarterbacks who suck while you've got Aaron Rodgers. Nice. What's up with Aaron Rodgers? He dumped that hot actress to date a chick named Blue. You see that? Aaron Rodgers' choice in women, man, he goes with the witches. Like that chick, if somebody tells me your name is Blue, hi, I'm Blue. Witch suspicion is already way up there. Then an article comes out where she's denying she's a witch, and I'm like, this is what a witch would do. A witch would not say, yeah, you caught me, I'm a witch. A witch would say, I'm not a witch, also my name is Blue. Like, she's 100% fully a witch. And I think I think Aaron Rodgers needs a little straightening out. And the only person to do it is to bring back his greatest backup ever, and that would be Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn, the verdict, he got fucked. Let's go to the voicemail right now, and after that, we're going to wrap up. Bring in the backups voicemail. Hi.
Can't do it.
All right, let's get into these voicemails. We did get some. Thank you guys for reaching out with the voicemails. Let's get to the first one right now. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Frankie Cheeks. Speaking of Cheeks, I just wanted to ask you a question. What's your favorite baseball uniform that you got? Speaking of bringing in the backups, I like when they back it up. You know what I mean? My favorite is the Phillies. I don't know. Let me know. What's your favorite baseball uniform? All right. Good. This is Frankie Cheeks.
Yeah, that's way to go. Like when I tell my friends, like, call in like you're natural, and then that's saying the name Frankie Cheeks 18 times in the message. That's somebody's idea of being natural. It's comedian Mike Perkins. Thanks, Mike. Queuing me up for a question I already want to talk about. Favorite baseball uniforms, Frankie Cheeks. Thanks for asking, buddo. I'll give you this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you my top 5 current baseball uniforms. I'm going to give you my top 5 throwbacks. All right? You ready for this? Number 1, we've talked about it a million times. Padres. Poop and piss, leaning into your ugly colors. You got to do it. That's number 1. That's a lesson for the rest of the league. Are you listening to me? Devil Rays. Neon Devil Rays. All right, number 2, I like the Pirates. I like the pinstripe when they wear them, which is rare, but I think, well, maybe they don't wear them anymore, but I like the all black with the blue, I like anything yellow highlighted. I just got to say it's like one of my favorites. But I like their aways. I like their grays look good. I just like the color scheme. I want to also award a city for color coordinating all their teams. Pirates, Steelers, Penguins, all the same colors. Beautiful. Let's get that USFL team you got. What, the Maulers? What are they doing? Like what? Purple and orange. What are you? The Suns? Let's get with the program. Number 3, I'm going Brewers. I like the throwback. What the Brewers are doing now with their uniforms look great. They've made the right choice. Royals, I think, have a great uniform. It's simple, but it's classic. Blue and white, and it looks good. There's nothing else. They added the little blue trim down the side of the leg. It just looks good. It's a sharp uniform, and I like the team. So, and then 5th, I'm going Orioles. Yeah, sometimes they can look a little Halloween-y, but again, similar to the Pirates, black with a bright color accent. Love the Oriole logo too. So I'll go. Those are my top 5: Padres, Pirates, Brewers, Royals, Orioles. Now we're going throwbacks. We're going old, back to the day. And when I say back to the day, I mean back to when I was 7. Let's start Marlins. Teal pinstripes, trying to copy the Yankees. I'm loving it, Florida. A little Marlin head coming out through the F. Like he's trying to fucking stab you with his little thing. I'll take it. Marlins number 1. Number 2, I'm staying in Florida. The Rays. Yeah, that's right. I like that throwback, glow in the dark, jizz on a hotel mattress when you do the flat black light over it. I like that. That looked awesome. Jose Canseco, Fred McGriff. Blue to green to yellow. That was the shit. I'll go with the Phillies. Okay, this is a little before my time, but when they had like the different shade of red and that baby blue, kind of look like they're wearing pajamas when they wear the mostly blue uniforms. I'll take those. I like the Diamondbacks, the purple, the Luis Gonzalez when they won the World Series. Pinstripes, I liked it. I like anybody knocking off the Yankees with the different color pinstripes. I wish the Rockies would do it. They'd be on here too if they would just nut up. And then I'm going to kind of cheat on this one, but I'll go the Expos, okay? That's the current Nationals, old Expos with the little, like, I'm a little kid. You know, little hats with the little, like, it looks like there should be, like, on the top, like, the little propeller that you can spin. They look like they're 6. Those are cool hats. Expos colors are great colors. That they need to come back. I think the Rays should become the new Expos. Let's make that happen. All right, anyway, we're going way too long in this. Let's go to the second voicemail.
My name is John Baker. This is a notification call from our Department of Tax, Debt, and Financial Settlement
on the
Services.
voicemail. I don't know
there
how
are
to
new programs
stop it.
that can help you reduce or eliminate your
It's a
debt
little
completely.
annoying.
It is possible that your
You guys
tax
should call
debt
in
can now
more
be
often
considered
to
temporarily
the show.
non-collectible. You can call me
this doesn't
back at
happen
my
as much.
personal desk, 833-577-2561.
He's leaving he left a number, 833-577-2561. I would say call him and fuck with him, but how about you just call into my show instead? My show is 323-716-6072. If more of you call in, I won't play the fucking bullshit messages that get left like that. And we got one more here. I wonder who it is. Could it be Flemlo Raps, since I already ruined the surprise before?
Yo, E, what's good, man? Hey, listen, this Slimlo. Bro, I got a little favor to ask you, right? So, I've been thinking about changing my YouTube show to do, like, long-form deep dives on fellow comedians from America's Got Talent, right? And I want you to be my first video subject, you know? I just really want to explore people who had the opportunity on national TV to change their lives and the lives of their families but couldn't do it. You know, like choke artists, failures, you get it? Anyway, call me back, man, and let me know if you're down. All right, look, I got to go. All right, peace.
All right, man. But you guys should check out Flemlo. I got him to record a little fucking thing for me, but he is awesome. I'm not kidding about his Jamarcus Russell video he just dropped on YouTube. He doesn't need me promoting his shit because he's already crushing it, but Flemlo Raps on YouTube. You should follow him, and you should follow me. If you're listening to the audio right now, youtube.com/Erick Hellwig. You can see my face looking at you. I got my little thing here that says my podcast name. I put a little hat up top. I did this to cover up the Apple logo. My wife made an Eagles helmet cross stitch that I like. Isn't that nice? And again, the number you want to call in on the voicemail, if you would like to leave a message for me, doesn't have to be funny. You just ask me a real question. Whatever you want to do. Tell me the show sucks. I don't give a fuck. Just call in 323-716-6072. One more time. Pull out your motherfucking phone if you're listening. 323 716-6072 to leave a voicemail with Bring in the Backups. Bring in the Backups voicemail. Hi. Oh, and with that, we're going to get the fuck out of here. That is the show. I'm going to try to keep these babies under an hour, mostly because I don't want to fucking edit video for these 2-hour bullshit podcasts I've been doing. So if I have guests coming in moving forward, I'm going to keep it quick. No more of this, like, just fucking, hey, what's going on? How are you? Fuck that. Come in, you answer 5 questions, and you leave. I don't know how I'm going to do another setup with a different camera. It's going to be too much. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do a couple solo episodes for the next couple months just to, like, kind of get comfortable with this, and then we'll figure it out from there. But this is cool. I'm glad. Hopefully the video. The other thing is, like, I don't know if my video is still going. So I could just be pointing at my dead phone right now, and the audio will be fine. But the YouTube video, I have to put up some fucking graphic for the last 20 minutes. That's what happened the last time I tried to, like, for the Veil show. I didn't have enough space on my phone. So tonight I had to, like, learn how to delete stuff off my phone. But anyway, whatever. My wife helped me. But the point is, I'm figuring the tech stuff out. I know this is what you guys need to see. You need to see the video. This is how you get the kids on Instagram. I'm not going on TikTok. I'm not trying to fucking... I'm not trying to blow my brains out next week. Just like mental disorder fucking township over there. Why would anybody go there? Like, just the style of the videos makes me want to kill someone. I hate it. So I'm not doing that, but I will start putting up these clips on Instagram and stuff like that, so you guys can follow me there too. All that stuff, everywhere you're going to follow me is at erichellwig.com. So go there, YouTube page, anywhere you want to subscribe for the podcast. Anytime you want to see my shows, it's all there. If you are, I will say this for the Temecula show, there are seats available. And they're like, the lady selling this show was like, usually we sell it out, but, this show, there's a lot of seats available. It's weird. I've never had it where there's this many seats. I'm like, I get it. I'm a terrible headliner. So do me a favor. If you do know somebody in Temecula, I'm only selling 100 seats for 2 shows. So, tell them about it. I would like to have a sold-out show like they've had every other time. So, anyway, with that, thank you guys for listening to the show. Hope you enjoyed the video. And, we'll see you on the next podcast. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like to appear on Bringing the Backups, call into 323-716-6072 and ask me anything. To help us grow, you can rate and review the pod on Apple Podcasts, subscribe on Spotify, or subscribe and leave me a comment on YouTube. If you'd like to see me perform, go to erichellwig.com, where you can hop on my newsletter and follow my bands in town, which will let you know when I'm performing near you. You can also check out my merch store and follow me on social media. Lastly, the best thing you can do for the show is tell your friends. Word of mouth is free and greatly appreciated. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you on the next episode.